Another day, another high-profile member of the pampered, privileged elite lets the mask slip and reveals their true colours. Enter stage left, alleged TV funny man Stephen Fry, who has upset members of the iconic Marylebone Cricket Club, or MCC, saying that the privilege and classism of the organisation stinks. Well, it didn't stink, did it, when Fry joined the club, one which is, of course, highly prestigious and which enjoys a 237-year history, when he became a member 13 years ago. It didn't stink when he pounced around the Ashes Test match between England and Australia in his club tie and red velvet blazer. It didn't stink when he held court at decadent dinners in the historic Long Room, with cocktails, champagne, port, and the finest cuisine known to man. Privileged is a big word for Stephen Fry, who made his first millions composing the words to hit musical Me and My Girl in the 80s, a far cry from his youth when he was arrested for credit card fraud. But there have been no financial issues since, with Fry having made an absolute fortune selling books, acting, presenting, fronting ad campaigns, and lending his dulcet tones to any number of voiceovers if the price is right. There's been a film career, directing, sketch comedy with Hugh Laurie, and the television adaptation of Jeeves and Wooster. Never unemployed, this guy has had more work over the years than Sharon Osbourne. But it's other people, not him, who are privileged, apparently. Fry has fronted lavish documentaries, including one series in which he was basically paid to go on holiday around America. And of course, he was the extraordinarily knowledgeable host of QI, a knowledge which BBC insiders tell me was helped along with capacious and detailed cue cards compiled by a vast army of researchers. Now, I think Stephen Fry is a massively talented person, and he has produced a huge amount of brilliant work. I'm a big fan. But sadly, others consider Stephen Fry to be a pompous buffoon, not least the fearless journalist Julie Burchill, who called Stephen Fry the stupid person's idea of a clever person on the news website Spiked Online. Here's what she had to say. She wrote, "No matter how often Fry trundles out the national treasure shtick, all bumbling and bobbling, he so often reveals himself to be a profoundly arrogant clown." Ouch. I'm afraid it gets worse for Mr. Fry, because he went on to describe his fellow members of the MCC club as, wait for it, beetroot-coloured gentlemen, looking as if they come out of an Edwardian cartoon. Well, this famous millionaire no doubt owns a lot of objects, but a mirror is clearly not one of them. His own robust frame and rosy complexion is damning proof of a life well lived. Crumbs, you can nearly say that he stinks of privilege and classism. Privilege, given his untold fame and wealth, and classism, given the fact that he began his gilded career at Cambridge University, no less, and the celebrated theatrical troupe, the Cambridge Footlights. Not exactly a working men's club in Sheffield, is it? Beetroot-coloured gentleman is particularly problematic, given that it invokes skin colour. You're not supposed to do that, are you? Is he saying that older white gentlemen with a taste for red wine are a bad thing? Would he like to cancel those older white men? And in doing so, does he need to cancel himself? We can but dream. Fry claims that the MCC stinks of privilege and classism, but he made these remarks at the most crushingly middle-class event in the society calendar, the Lovies Mecca, the Hay Literary Festival. A talented guy Mr. Fry is. Man of the people, not so much. The likes of Stephen Fry, and there are many others, want to have their cake and eat it. To enjoy venerated institutions which boast a wonderful tradition, before then undoing those traditions and attacking the whole enterprise. Why? To signal your virtue. He did the same at the iconic Garrick Club, where after years of membership there, he suddenly decided that women should be allowed to join, or he would leave. To enjoy an institution for years, only to attack it and then junk its traditions, is double standards of the highest order. It's like spending a week in a brothel, only to announce on departure that you are now celibate. I don't know what happened to Stephen Fry. He had a great career, but now appears more out of touch than ever. I wonder if all that cocaine he used back in the day has addled his brain. But he's crossed a line here. He's made a right Charlie of himself. He should be given his marching marching orders. This star, famous for the sketch comedy show A Bit of Fry and Laurie, has shown his true self. He is, in fact, a bit of Fry and Wally.